all the time. If a girl isn't smashing you anymore, you need to kick her to the curb. She's useless to you. So, and I know that sounds awful to say it like that, but it's the same exact thing as a guy that's not willing to protect you. He's useless.
She basically admitted the brutal truth. If a woman stops bringing value into a man's life, eventually he checks out. Men are tired of carrying relationships while getting attitude, stress, and disrespect in return. Harsh? Maybe. Reality? Absolutely.
Women are now having to deal with the excessive debt they racked up in college. Modern women having consequences, and it is debt. Unless you can find a simp to pay it off for you, which some of the hot ones might.
Okay, I think being in debt is just so hard lately. And I think it's really hard in this society because people are so judgmental. I feel like you don't get it until you're in it. And it sucks when you're in it. Like, I hate being in debt so much. I have credit card debt, I have a personal loan, and I have my car loan. And I think...
And here's the thing. I have to go with what I have seen in real life. And car loans... When women got out of college, when they got their first car, they would always buy cars they can't afford. They would get a loan. And a lot of them owned their cars. So they really didn't have to.
Modern women were sold the dream of buy now, worry later, luxury apartments, overpriced cars, endless shopping, student loans, credit cards maxed out. Now, reality arrived with interest rates. Suddenly independent queen sounds way less exciting when the minimum payment hits every month.
Being single as a man and only having to worry about yourself is very peaceful. Women are an expense. You have to provide for them and you have to take care of them. And in return, they don't do what they're supposed to do. They want to take, but they don't want to give. So it's better to stay single. And if you have one of those women who actually contributes to the relationship and you're happy with it, just make sure she doesn't make more money than you, because then she's going to resent you and leave your ass anyways. So you just can't win if you're in a relationship. The only way to win and be at peace and enjoy life is to be single as a man.
This man said what millions of guys are quietly thinking. Peace has become more valuable than relationships. Men realized they can work, sleep peacefully, save money, enjoy hobbies, and not deal with constant emotional chaos. Modern dating accidentally became the greatest advertisement for staying single.
Men can cook and clean. In fact, the best cooks are all men. Men can do everything a woman can do, except for give birth, of course. Men can do everything women can do. And I would say better, many times. But men want women. And oftentimes, it's the women complicate a man's life. And sometimes it's better in that sense just to get away and say, look, you're complicating my life. My life's better without you. I don't need you. You need me. I don't need you.
Exactly. Men can cook, clean, work, survive alone, and build their own lives. Relationships used to feel like teamwork. Now, a lot of men feel like they're adopting an adult dependent with an attitude problem. Nobody signs up for that willingly.
What does every girl want?
Money, of course.
Money. Money. Money, 100%.
What does every man really want?
I think every man they want a good woman. They can make their wife. They could be a good husband too. They could start a family with. Have kids, and they could be a proud...
Listen carefully to the difference. Women answered money. Men answered a good woman. That alone explains the entire dating market in 2026. Men are searching for peace. Women are searching for lifestyles.
Yes, so you're covering both of us, right?
Wait, I didn't even know you were coming. This was supposed to be just me and her.
Yeah, I didn't tell him.
So, nah, I'm not paying for either of y'all.
Wow.
This clip was comedy gold. Invite extra people to dinner without asking the man paying, then act shocked when he refuses. Modern entitlement is honestly incredible. Some people treat another person's wallet like it's public transportation.
I'm an exhausted single mother living in California, paying $2,000 for rent, and I feel like I am drowning. I am drowning in debt. what I was chasing, what I thought I wanted in my life as far as marriage and children and fame and success, I don't want any of that anymore. I just want to be able to live.
This one is sad because reality hit hard. Single motherhood in an economy like California is brutal. Rent, debt, childcare, stress. This is why men keep warning people that family structure actually matters. Social media told women they didn't need men until the bills arrived.
I'm going to get a ring. I'm going to propose to her when the time is right.
Take this one.
Notice how the man hesitated. Guys are no longer rushing into marriage blindly. Too many men watch divorces destroy lives, financially and emotionally. Now they move slower, and women are panicking because the leverage changed.
So this woman is literally begging her boyfriend to marry her. She's in this court case because she bought the ring and she wants him to either marry her or reimburse her the cost of the ring. She's begging him and he's like, no, I don't want to marry you. You never embarrass yourself enough to be on national TV or even privately. You never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once, and you never have to guilt trip somebody into marrying you. If he doesn't want to do it, if he's not excited about it, you don't want it. You never want to feel like the only reason why a man married you is because you asked him or because you guilt tripped him or because you manipulated him. You want him to marry you because he cannot see his life without you. Begging him is only going to get you a temporary victory. Yeah, you might marry him and he might be miserable the whole time. You don't want a man who you have to beg. This is all about his ego. If he really loved her, he would never let her embarrass herself like this.
Exactly. Begging a man to marry you is already the answer. If he wanted to, he would. Men know within months if they truly see a future with a woman. Forcing it only creates resentment later.
Men are happy being single.
Good Lord. Looking like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Shots fired!
They are. They're definitely enjoying it more than they used to before. And because I see it.
Even women are admitting it now. Men are genuinely happier single than before. Less stress, less financial pressure, more freedom, more peace. Society mocked lonely men for years. Now, those same men built routines they don't want interrupted.
I want a man that provides and takes care of all of my bills and is going to make sure that I don't have to lift.
Are you a child?
You see what I'm saying? What?
Women are the only people that will get upset at you for giving them what they want. And women are not rational. The man that does not challenge you does not love you. That is the reality. This is a result of feminism and women's independence. So y'all got what y'all asked for.
Who is we? We're not talking about you. I want to get a belt.
I am a traditional man. I am not a sucker. I'm a black man in Hollywood, so I've definitely had those situations where...
This is modern dating in one clip. Pay all my bills and fund my lifestyle. Meanwhile, if a man has standards, suddenly he's insecure, controlling, or toxic. The hypocrisy could power entire cities at this point.
Government assistance. It's interesting to put those two together. In all 5 boroughs of New York City, there's 2 new reports that are out. One is from the city, and then another one, it's just kind of, I don't know. They're basically just saying you need a lot of money to live here. So kind of interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, families with children, you mentioned $159,197 to cover the cost of living here. I don't need to tell everybody about the cost of childcare. 46% of households are not earning enough to survive without financial assistance. 62% of residents were experiencing economic insecurity in 2022. So, look, Zohran Mamdani, he was elected mayor of the city on a promise of making it more affordable. He certainly has his work cut out for him.
New York needs nearly 6 figures just to survive comfortably, and people still wonder why relationships are collapsing. Men are looking at the economy and realizing one bad relationship could financially destroy them for years.
A broke woman who makes no money, struggles to pay her rent and typical basic bills every month, calls men that can't send her to get her nails done a brokey or sassy. Delusion. Delusion.
The funniest people online are broke women calling men broke. Social media created an entire generation flexing lifestyles financed entirely by credit cards and delusion. Everybody wants luxury while nobody wants accountability.
Hey man, I'll be honest with y'all. I feel bad for the women that believe in that feminism and like took that and ran with it. Now they too old.
What age did you wake up and realize that you no longer wanted to be a strong?
She pretty much talks about like coming to the realization that she no longer wants to be a strong, independent Black woman. I will have to say that it's just now hitting me. I just turned 33, and I will say, I think it's this year that it's really hit me that I do not want the title of a strong, independent Black woman.
This clip matters because regret always arrives late. Feminism sold women independence like it was paradise. Now, many are waking up in their 30s, realizing career success does not replace companionship, protection, family, or emotional stability.
One of the things that I like to do as a single man living in peace is sleep in my bed diagonally, okay? And I do that because it's just a reminder to me of one of the many freedoms that I have that married men don't.
Sleeping diagonally in peace is honestly one of the greatest male luxuries ever invented. No arguments, no stress, no random emotional interrogation at 1 a.m. Just silence, blankets, and financial stability. Beautiful.
Is anyone else?
"29 years old, 3 jobs, drowning in credit card debt, trying to maintain a standard of living she can't afford. Men live within their means. Shitty and single quotes T.16 clips. One truth. Single men are okay because they're not carrying dead weight. Women are drowning because they spent money they didn't have and demanded men they didn't deserve. The Legion chose peace and solvency. Stay single. Stay solvent. Stay winning. Moviauci.